Right, good morning everyone, welcome back. Today we're here in Heidelberg. We're coming to repair a Centurion D5 Evo sliding gate motor that opens by itself, and that's not a very common aspect. I'll get you that just now. What we're also going to do is we're going to replace the steel gate wheel bearings, and we're going to just repair this track. If you look at this track, the steel round bar with the vehicles driving in and out, and it wasn't welded everywhere, bent off. So we're just going to repair that. So we'll start off with this and the bearings, and then I'll come back to the problem that we had and why we need to do what we did. We'll also see we've got two remotes here, and their batteries have been removed, but yet the gate motor activates by itself. Alright guys, just have a look at this front gate wheel. You can see that the shaft is turning with the wheel, so that's a sure indication that the bearings are worn out there. Right, let's quickly get it out. And so we couldn't knock the shaft out of the wheel. We had to basically cut it off. And I'll just show the client, let's get it to focus, how worn off the shaft is. Should be one thickness. There you can see that the shaft was spinning around while the gate wheel was turning, and this one is still fixed in it. Here's the wheel with the new bearings. We've added grease. You can see when I turn it like that, it's turning easily. Now we're just going to put the new gate wheel in with a shaft, new shaft, and then spot weld it into position. Right. There you can see the new gate wheel with its shaft. It's in, so we've welded it on the sides there so it cannot get out. Focus. That movement, sideways movement, is fine because the channel is that thick, so that's fine. Right, we're done replacing the bearings on the two steel gate wheels, and obviously if you have a closer look at them, time for a change. Alright, and obviously the steel ground track, we've welded that, bent it back and then welded it back into position. Don't know if we're going to see it. Yeah. Right, let's see if we can quickly show you what's the fault on the gate motor system. You can hear it's buzzing the whole time because I just wanted to keep activating. Right, here's another aspect that I've just noticed. Okay, so wiggle it there. You can see that this base onto which the gate motor is mounted is moving a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to weld the support bracket from there into here. Life. Right, we're back to the gate motor. We've supported the steel bracket at the back, so we don't have that moving of the steel foundation plate. So right, so we are here in Heidelberg. We've got an interesting fault with this Centurion D5 Evo sliding gate motor. I'm just going to quickly show you. What we're going to do is we're going to delete all of the remotes. Going to go up, 2 remotes. Then we're going to delete all remotes. So hopefully to get it in focus, delete by ID. Now, delete button, delete not present, delete all remotes. We're going to select the elongated one. It's going to ask us, are we sure? We're going to say yes. Alright, there you can see successful, remote memory cleared. So we're going to exit remote programming completely. We're going to go into programming again. We're going to go up to remotes. We're going to add a remote. Right, press the remote for me. Right, there we have 1 button. We're going to exit. So we have only 1 button programmed on this gate motor, and it's button 4. Button 4. Okay, so you can see the gate is working. I'm going to take another remote, and it's learning it. Alright, so you can see these remotes where that battery is in. And we're going to press button 1. So button 1 is programmed. Let's put this battery in. Button 1. Right, ultimately what happened is that the controller card receiver system is damaged, and the controller will learn a remote by itself without being in programming, nothing. That's the only way to rectify this, is by replacing the controller card on the gate motor. Right, we have a new controller card in. Before we do setup, we're just checking and making sure that the battery charging voltage is correct. 13.97 is fine. Anything up to 14.5 volts is still good. That's maximum on the battery. So keep it around 13.9 to 14 volts. Right guys, we're done with the repairs. Let's quickly test this gate motor. We did fit in a new controller card. Into the gate motor. So I'll just quickly stand here. We've checked everything. And it's working 100%. So guys, you know what to do. Give Potty a call, 083 778 2288. Check out SmartGates.co.za. Thanks for watching. It was an interesting one.